Hi, and welcome to Window Cleaning Dude. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about your window washing sleeves. So every window cleaner needs to have window washing sleeves, and if you're just starting out, you need to know that there are some differences for the different types of washing sleeves that go on your T-bar that make up your washing wand that you use to wash and scrub the window. So here is an example of a T-bar with the washing sleeve. This makes up your washing wand, and this is what you use to wash and scrub the window with. Let's talk about some of the different types. Now, the very first type is kind of like the one I have here. This looks like a microfiber sleeve, but it actually isn't. This is a kind of a low-end cheap sleeve, very similar to this low-end cheap sleeve here. This is for a much smaller T-bar. Both of these are the cheap end, and these are okay for, like, let's say you want to wash the screens. If you're, when you take the screens out of, let's say, a residential house, residential home, out of the windows, you're going to use this to clean the screens. And then this one is cheap, and the reason I just go cheap on these is because I hardly use this smaller size. This is just for much smaller windows, and so for me, this is good enough. I mean, you could get a small microfiber for this, which, is not necessarily a bad idea, but when it comes to the little ones, I don't worry so much about that. The ones I prefer are the microfiber sleeve. The microfiber, you can just tell just from its thickness alone, it's a much higher quality washing sleeve. The nice thing about the microfiber, it's going to hold more water than the cheap ones, and also it's going to help remove the dirt better off the glass. They also have the white little scrubbing pad here, much like the big white scrubby pads that I recommend that you buy. But this is kind of like a little tiny version. Now, this isn't going to hold up very well, and this isn't something that you'd want to do the entire window with. This is just if you say a little spot, you want to get it real quick with your washing wand, and you can do that real quick. This is the preferred sleeve right here. Now, the other sleeve is kind of like this, except for it also has, I don't have one, it has these little porcupine little bristle kind of things coming out of it, made of plastic. That's really good, especially if you're doing like construction cleanup, or there's just a lot of debris on the glass. Those are always really nice to have. I don't do a lot of construction cleanup, and so typically I just get by with the nice microfiber sleeve. When I first started out in window cleaning, I just had the cheap sleeve, and boy, it made a big difference when I switched over to this. I was so excited about this. So I would recommend to you, if you're just starting out in window cleaning, that you go ahead and just start with the microfiber sleeve. It's just gonna make your job that much easier, help you clean that much quicker. Like I say in all my other videos, always buy the best grade equipment that you can. The better you buy, even though it's more expensive, you're gonna make money faster. So the idea here is to save time, to clean more efficiently, and that way you can make money faster. And the best way to do that, starting off when you're new, is by buying the best equipment you possibly can to eliminate issues and to save you on time. Don't get cheap on that. You're not really looking at a whole lot more money to step up to that better level, that higher stage of quality. You're not really looking at too much more money there, and you're going to make back that money, pretty quickly. So it's kind of a no-brainer. It's if knowing that you can make money faster and be better at your job right out the gate by just buying some higher grade equipment that doesn't cost that much more than if you just bought the lower grade. Just makes sense to anybody who wants to be serious as a window cleaner in the business, that you would just go ahead and do that. So I'm not even going to try to convince you anymore on that. That's just up to you, what you want to do with your business and how you want to succeed. And so that's pretty much it when it comes to the washing wand sleeves. Now, like I said, they do come in different sizes. This is an 18-inch here. This is the size that I prefer. I believe this one here is a 14-inch, and then this one down here is a 6-inch. It actually looks bigger than 6 inches, but it's considered a 6-inch. There's, I believe, maybe a 12-inch. I don't know. I can't be for sure on that, but they come in different sizes. And the reason why you want the different sizes is obvious. Obviously, if you have a tiny window that's, a little wider than this, or smaller than this, you're going to want to use a smaller T-bar with a washing wand sleeve, as opposed to using, let's say, an 18-inch, and then you're trying to clean that same window with just this surface here, trying to do this number. I guess it'd be easier to demonstrate that with this. Trying to clean a window like this, like here's the window, and I'm going in these little circles trying to clean it all. That takes a lot of time. And so that's where this comes in handy. You can just get those windows a lot faster. And then of course, if it's super tiny, like which can happen, then you might be cleaning like this, or at that point you might even think about just grabbing your rag and dipping your rag in a nice clean rag and then just hand scrubbing it if it comes down to that. So now let's talk a little bit about just applying this washing wand sleeve to the T-bar. It's pretty simple. It has a little Velcro here. Inside there is an elastic here. So when you have your T-bar, you're simply going to slide it in, pull the elastic over top, pop this over top, right? And then Velcro it, and there you go. Your T-bar and your washing wand it's all ready to go. So my advice on these sleeves is to have multiple sleeves. You want to have a separate one for doing the screens, because when you clean the screens, this is going to get extremely dirty. You don't want to then take that and then go wash the windows. Also, don't forget to change out your water after you do the screens. You always want to have fresh water. And so it's always nice to have two sleeves, and then so you use use one sleeve for the screens, one sleeve for the windows, and then of course if you're cleaning multiple jobs a day, you might want to have multiple extra sleeves so that when you go to the new job, you can start off with a nice new clean screen for their windows. So you don't have to feel like you have to be out there, rinsing it out and scrubbing it out. You just have a new one ready to go, and you don't have to do any extra labor during that time period when you should be getting to your next job and cleaning. At the end of the day, you want to wash these out. Now, you're not really supposed to put these in the washing machine with soap. You're actually supposed to just rinse these out by hand in some nice soapy water. So if you're going to do it that way, then you want to get some clean water at the end of the day with some soap. Just like if you're going to wash windows, dunk it in there, soak it, move it around, pull it out, rinse it out, wring it out. I kind of break the rules on this. I actually always throw these in my washing machine, even though I'm not supposed to. And the reason why you don't want to is because the microfiber, they will start to bunch together and stick together over time, kind of like what's going on down here. It's kind of starting to mat a little bit. Washing these in the washing machine will start to make that happen, and then eventually this is going to be no good. But that's okay. I don't mind that because I don't really want to spend my time trying to wring these out to perfection every night. So I just throw these in with my wash, with the rest of my rags. I let them wash. But one thing I definitely don't do is I do not put this in the dryer. Do not put these in the dryer to dry out. Just let them dry out on their own, and if they're still wet the next day, it doesn't really matter because they're cleaned out. And then typically what I do is when they do get old, then these become my new screen cleaning washing sleeves. So that's pretty much what I do. That's what I recommend that you do. So if you are interested in the window washing wand and the washing sleeve that I have talked about in today's video, you can find a link to that in the description down below. You can also find a link to the products, to that product and other window washing gear on windowcleaningdude.com, where I have all the different recommended products for you for starting your business, and links to where you can find all that gear and purchase it online as well. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give me the thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel and be part of the window cleaning community here. Also, ding that notification bell for any upcoming videos. Comment down below if there's anything else you want to know about washing wands and the washing sleeves. And then please visit windowcleaningdude.com to see everything I have to offer you for free. It's all there. If you're just starting out in window cleaning, I've created windowcleaningdude.com to help you learn everything you need to know from start to finish in creating your business. All the business aspect, the how-to aspect of how to do window cleaning, learning about the tools and how to use them, a list of everything you need to buy, where to buy it. I've got a step-by-step video or a step-by-step guide there on how to do the window cleaning. Everything is there, everything you need to know. So check that out, windowcleaningdude.com, and I will see you in the next episode.